Hello there guys, Ben's with Ben Home and Garage. What is happening? Haven't had a video out in a very long time. But on the project tracker, I forgot the whole recording it session, but I did do the full tune-up on the car. Got on spark plugs, coil, belts, replaced a couple of the sensors, still have the check engine light for an EGR system performance, so probably going to take off the intake manifold and clean out all the EGR passages. So we got it all up and running, got all the brakes done, new disc, drums, pads, and shoes, and got it all ready for teaching someone how to drive. Since I took a few pictures of the initial tune-up progress, if you see the first picture here, it is when I power washed the entire engine bay and degreased the whole thing. I used one, maybe 2 cans of degreaser. And the second picture here is the inside of the valve cover. Looks like someone tried to cheap out, and instead of just replacing the valve cover gasket, they just threw a bunch of orange RTV on there. That is not the way to do it. So I took a bunch of brake clean and cleaned out the inside of it real good. That's about the best I could get it without really getting into heavy detail with it. And then the final product of the valve cover. It looks pretty nice. Now if I were to spend more time and use a wire wheel and a drill, I can make that shine up real nice, but I don't care too much about that. And right here is where you could see all of the oil that's been dripping because of the valve cover. It is nasty. And I just cut off the pulley for the cooling fan to get all out of there. So I did respray all this with engine degreaser, so all that does look pretty nice. I just didn't quite get the after picture of this. And now in this next one is a video of that chirping sound that we heard. Yeah, so that did not sound very good. Both of those idler pulleys, and I think one was a tensioner pulley, did not sound very good. And then the next picture here is after I had installed the new spark plugs and coils and got it all back together, ready to go. So it looks pretty nice, and hopefully that took care of all the oil leaks. And in the next picture, I was trying to remove the wheels to do all the brakes. I did not replace the backing cover, so that's just how it is. I drill out that lug. There's the next picture of it all drilled out. I did finally manage to get it out and good to go. And this last picture is here. I had to replace the axle seals, so I went in on both sides. The not this backing plate, but the other backing plate was just covered in rear end grease and looked nasty, and the brake pads were saturated. So anyways, let's get back. That's all that we did so far, and let's get back to the video. So, that's been going pretty good. We did have a little bit of a hiccup. As you can see, I'm starting to tear apart the rear end because we had a little oopsie daisy with a stump back here. Just blew all that out. Yeah, so I went to the local salvage yard and I got me a used quarter panel. Had a little of a ding-a-ling up here, but I got most of that out, and I can work that out more once I get it in place, and then put a skim coat body filler on it to get it prepared. And here's all the mangled piece for the gas cap. It's not doing too hot. And yeah, that's what I've been working on currently. It's all up to right here is a crease, and then up to here. And then if you have the headlight in, it's kind of in the right spot up here, but as soon as it gets here, it's pushed up forwards. So if you were to put the headlight into place, right there, there's a good sized gap in there, and all that crunched up metal down here. So I didn't quite get as much as I wanted to out of the junkyard because we're not allowed to have grinders. So I took a sawzall and cut at least the whole side profile, and I'll just try to make the rest of it manage in place. So it's the best I could do with what the tools I'm allowed to have there. And I have the filler neck and another one of these because that is completely mangled on the one on vehicle, and a good filler neck. The fuel lid didn't get any damage except for in the hinge here, and this isn't even the OEM one because the one that came with it, the hinge piece is all broken off of it. So need to mess with that, get that bent back into place, but that's just a minor thing. So without further ado, I want to cut some of this out and start test fitting the replacement piece. Wish me luck. Just a little FYI, I have no clue what I'm doing. This is just for entertainment purposes only. This is not a how-to video, a tutorial, or anything else. This is just me experimenting and learning something new. So follow along and watch me do what I can. There we go. Still at the right angle. Yep. So I wanted to get all that out of the way so I can put up the new piece. Yes, I don't have a guard on this. I don't know where it's at. It's a hand-me-down from my dad, and I'm using Milwaukee cutoff blades. Okay. Blades cut off a bit more. Yeah, this isn't a show vehicle. I just wanted to have a good gas door. Cut. I forgot I had a headlamp. If I haven't already iterated already, I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm just here doing something. I need a marker! I have returned with a Sharpie. Now, I take all that up. there. Alright, I'm changing this up a little bit. Whew. There you go. I got earbuds, but they have noise cancellation. So, it should be good. I definitely opened it up some more. Hope we didn't go too far. Ah, it's hot! Dummy. And at least if I do have some gaps, I do have some pretty good metal to cut out of. All this piece is good. Plus this is pretty good as well. Yeah, I got good scrap pieces to use if I need to. That's it. We're okay. There you go. That could have turned bad. Okay. That's gonna bruise later. Really? Yeah. This is from the passenger side. A little rusty. A little rust reformer and paint will fix that up good. Boy, was that tedious. Okay, so let's see. Got a little bit up there we can cut out. That's definitely workable. Actually, I think this is just getting more that way. And then this, need to cut some more out down there. So I'm just scoot this in some. Bombs match up pretty good. Matches up pretty nicely right there. I got some. I do have some Bondo glass, so that is going to help me with some of these structural points. But a little bit of, okay, as I was saying, I got Bondo glass, so that right there matched up almost perfectly. Up here is not too bad. Could definitely trim out some stuff and cut it in a knee, like right here. You cut some of that out right there. This needs to go in more. I need to trim out that spot. You cut out that right there. I'll do this. This will kind of go right here. I don't know how that's going to tell me. But probably would have been a smarter idea to not cut this out and cut this out instead. But I think I'll make it work. Plus I can always take this apart, take that tail light out and kind of get a picture of that. Take a picture of this and mirror it, and that should appear what should be over here. Because this right here doesn't quite match up. So I think I did take too much out on that. Up there's overlapping a little bit. Maybe I'll be able to squeeze in more once I cut that out. Alright, just a little bit at a time. Other than that, doesn't look too bad. Definitely better than what it would be. So I'm going to call it quits here. I've wasted enough time. And I'm getting pretty hungry and I need to start making dinner. So, that off. I might do a little bit more tweaking on the metal, but I don't want to take out too much because I might have already taken out too much in a couple of spots. So, we shall see how it turns out. Anyways guys, next time you see this, hopefully we will start putting in some tack welds and getting it in place. Anyways guys, this has been Ben with Ben's Home and Garage. We'll see you guys next time on Project Tracker. Alright guys, got the headlight kind of in place. Pretty much where it's going to be sitting there. Use that to line that out. A little bit of gap of source up there, but I can fill that in. So, bit of a gap right there, but all should be good enough. And then up here, I did cut too much out right there, so I'll need to get a piece to put that in. But other than that, we are not doing too bad. So I think I'm going to call this a relatively good success. Especially once I get that tacked into place, I'll be able to take the headlight out and kind of get that going. Should open up all the way just fine. Yeah. Booyah! Yeah, I did I messed that up a little bit too much, but hey, it's my first time doing body work, and this is probably something a little too advanced for what I can do. So, it's going to be filled full of fiberglass body filler, but it is a junker. I got all that rust right there. And it has no rocker panels. Other side's even worse. This is okay-ish. So yeah, not too shabby.